All right, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're skipping the dry textbooks and diving headfirst into an epic grammatical quest. We are going to uncover the secret types of adjectives. And to do it, we're traveling back to the magical Kingdom of Wordoria alongside four incredibly brave friends, Shivam, Risha, Hem, and Aanya. By the end of this journey, you're going to see exactly how powerful words can be when you truly know how to use them. Let's get into it. So our story starts just as the kingdom thought it was finally at peace. Picture this for a second. It's a stormy evening, and thick black clouds suddenly roll in across the sky. Heavy thunder shakes the mountains, and fierce lightning flashes against the ancient castle walls. The peace is just completely shattered. But then, something absolutely incredible happens. The magical book of grammar rises high into the air, shining brighter than ever, and casts this magnificent beam of glowing golden light straight down from the heavens. From right inside that golden light steps the wise guardian of grammar himself, Lord Grammar. Holding his glowing crystal staff, he looks at our four heroes with a warm smile and issues a pretty huge challenge. He says, "My dear students, you already know that adjectives describe nouns, but their magic is far greater than that. They come in many different forms, each with its own special power. Today, you must uncover their secrets to protect the Kingdom of Wordoria once again." And with that, our heroes step right up, ready to master this magic. Which brings us to Section 1, the Garden of Description, unlocking the first magical secret. Our friends step into this lush, enchanted garden that's just overflowing with sparkling butterflies, crystal clear ponds, and huge emerald trees. Suddenly, a tiny magical bird lands on a golden branch right in front of them, tilts its head, and chirps a riddle. It asks, "Can you describe this wonderful place?" There's this tense moment of suspense. I mean, how do you capture magic in words, right? But Risha looks around and says, "It is a beautiful, peaceful, colorful garden with tall trees and bright flowers." The second she says that, every single flower in the garden bursts into a radiant golden glow. Okay, let's break down exactly why Risha's words unlocked that magic. Lord Grammar explains that Risha used descriptive adjectives. These are words that describe the quality, color, size, shape, or nature of a noun. Basically, they're the words that add all the texture and life to the things we talk about every single day. Just look at these magical examples. When we say beautiful garden, or tall tree, red dress, or colorful flowers, we aren't just giving things a name. We are literally painting a rich, vibrant picture in the listener's mind. The descriptive adjective is what gives the noun its unique visual power. Moving right along to Section 2, the bridge of quantity, meeting the friendly troll. Leaving that beautiful garden behind, they reach a massive crystal bridge over a deep chasm. Standing right in the middle is a magical troll with a huge toothy grin. He tests them with a very specific question. "How much have you brought for your journey?" Hem steps up confidently and says, "We have some food, enough water, and little time before sunset." Hearing that perfect answer, the bridge shimmers with light and just slowly opens up for them. As they're getting ready to cross, Lord Grammar jumps in with a next lesson. He explains that Hum just successfully used quantitative adjectives. These are words that tell us how much of something there is. But, and this is the absolutely crucial part, without giving us an exact count. They just give us a general, overall amount. But he adds a really brilliant second part to this lesson. He points out that when adjectives actually do give you the exact number or the precise order of nouns, well, those are called numeral adjectives. So you basically have one grammatical tool for general amounts and a totally separate one when you need to be precise. To put that into perspective, let's compare them. Some food and much sugar are quantitative, right? We have no idea exactly how many bites of food or grains of sugar there are. But 10 pens and first prize, those are exact. Those are your numeral adjectives. And with that rule mastered, our heroes cross the bridge safely. Next up, Section 3, the Valley of Demonstration, the booming challenge. The journey takes them into this breathtaking crystal valley that is literally crackling with magical energy. Four objects are just hovering in midair. Suddenly, a massive voice echoes across the entire valley commanding, "Point to the correct objects." It's super intimidating, but Aanya doesn't even flinch. She steps right up, Now, what's really interesting here is how Anya uses her words to physically interact with her surroundings. She points and says, "This coffee is hot, but those cookies are cold." Instantly, golden beams of light shoot from her hands. The word "this" anchors right to the object next to her, while "those" shoots all the way across the valley to connect with the objects far away. The whole valley just lights up, and Lord Grammar explains why. Anya used demonstrative adjectives. These are words like this, that, these, and those. They're specifically used to point out specific nouns. Think of them as your grammatical laser pointers. They show exactly what you're talking about in space and time. All right, section 4, the palace of ownership, claiming the glowing jewels. The friends now find themselves standing in front of a magnificent crystal palace filled with unimaginable treasures. But there's a stern royal guard blocking the doors. He steps up and rigidly demands, "Who owns these magical objects?" Shivam just smiles proudly and tells the guard, "My laptop is faster than your computer." Immediately, a warm golden light flashes, and the heavy doors swing wide open. So the takeaway here is all about possessive adjectives. Lord Grammar explains that words like my, your, his, and their show ownership or possession of a noun. Shivam didn't just name the objects out loud. He completely claimed them grammatically. And because he did, the treasures glowed even brighter as they walked inside. Finally, we reach Section 5, the Hall of Questions, the final mystery. Our heroes walk into this massive, cavernous hall glowing with an eerie blue light. And there are actual physical question marks floating all around them. Magical voices start echoing from every direction, overlapping. Whose jacket is this? Which road should we take? What subject do you enjoy most? It's totally dizzying, but Risha just stands her ground and answers every single question flawlessly, without skipping a beat. The moment she finishes, thousands of tiny, brilliant stars light up the dark hall. Lord Grammar is just beaming with pride. He tells them these stars represent interrogative adjectives. These are the words we use to ask questions directly about nouns. They're essentially your grammatical keys for gathering information and solving mysteries. Let's quickly look at those exact examples. Which road? Whose jacket? What subject? By dropping words like which, whose, or what right next to a noun, you're turning a simple statement into a highly targeted quest for knowledge. And that, my friends, is the final grammar rule they needed to master in the hall. But you know, the adventure isn't completely over. As the stars in the hall start to fade, Lord Grammar looks out toward the horizon. Way out in the distance, colorful banners are fluttering over this enormous, magical marketplace. The Book of Grammar starts glowing all over again. Lord Grammar leaves us with a pretty provocative thought. What adjectives reveal countries, choices, mysteries, and hidden word combinations? Our heroes unlock some massive secrets today for sure, but as they head toward the unknown blue mist of those ancient forests, it's clear there are way more grammatical mysteries waiting out there. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer of Wordoria's magical adjectives. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you on the next adventure.